This video will feature a brand new exclusive faction from Heroes of Might and Magic, Olden Era. Thank you, Ubisoft, for providing this content. And as we go through and watch the video for the new faction and check out everything, let's go a little bit deeper into what Heroes of Might and Magic is / was, where we've been, and I know where we're going. So Heroes of Might and Magic is a turn-based strategy game based in a mythical world with several factions. There's hundreds of creatures, mythology, basically unlimited maps, because each map can kind of be random as you go through. If you do single player maps, you can build your own maps with the editor, and you're going to have multiplayer just like you've had in previous versions of the game. The series itself has been around for about 30 years now, 1995 being the first game Heroes of Might and Magic 1, a strategic quest. Multiple publishers over the years have had the rights to the game. We saw New World Computing, and then it moved to 3DO. And a while back, Ubisoft actually bought all the publishing rights to the game and the IP. And so they've been keeping up with that with multiple developers ever since. Now, in 2015, we saw the installment of Heroes of Might and Magic 7. And then we had 3 DLC releases in 2016. And we haven't seen any content since. So it's been about a 9-year drought without any Heroes of Might and Magic content. Kind of thought the series might have died off, but we knew they still had the rights and the IP. I actually think I bought the games on GOG, which is goodoldgames.com, just so I'd have them forever, just in case. But Unfrozen is our new publisher, and they have picked up development with Ubisoft is still managing the rights to the IP. And just recently, they're teaming up with Hooded Horse to develop the game, which has a release year of 2025 for Olden Era. That's on the website. Keeping my fingers crossed. Now, we've ventured from Enroth, which was the world in the original game, which if you've played the series, in the 4th installment, we lost Enroth, and people had to flee through portals and get to the new world. So Axioth became our new world, and Ashan was the other one. And now we're going back to Enroth. This is a prequel. So we're heading back to the original before the story started to get more in depth into the development of Enroth and the heroes behind it. The game is based on a hero or many heroes. Usually you set out and you have a starting hero, and then you can find or get more heroes from a tavern when you're in a town. It looks like in Olden Era you'll have the same thing, but there's a new mode, and it looks like you can focus on one hero. I'm not sure if it's throughout an episode or throughout the entire campaign, but you'll basically be soloing this hero throughout a certain portion of the game, maybe the entire game. We're going to be exploring the continent of Jadame. I'm going to say Jadame. It's Jadame, but it could be Jadame. It could be, might be maybe some other pronunciation that I'm not really good at, but I'm going to call it Jadame for now. Well, rival factions must unite against the Hive, a swarm of insectoids led by an inferno demon lord. So we're going to have 6 unique factions, which 5 have been named on the website for Unfrozen. We have Temple, Necropolis, Sylvan, Dungeon, Hive, and a mysterious 6th faction yet to be revealed, except today we will reveal that. So without further ado, today we're revealing the 6th faction, which is going to be Schism. I'm going to say Schism. There's an E at the end. I don't think it's Schisme. I think it's Schism. So let's take a look at this faction in the video provided by Ubisoft. Check out some of the gameplay. We'll look at some of the battling. We'll look at some of the skills, some of the units, upgrades, everything that's in this video. This is exclusive to Ubisoft creators. Let's dive into Schism. All right, world premiere Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. This is the Schism faction. So meet the Schism faction reveal. This is the 6th faction. As you can see, we've got an icy looking town. We've got some just northern lights looking. Everything's kind of frost punk, frost mage. All the units might be like magic type units that we're looking at here. The castle even has ice all over the top of it. And you can see some kind of mage tower looking buildings in the background there. All the unit buildings have a little bit of animation, which is really cool. As we do a flyover here of this this town. This would be your building section. This is the map section. So we're going to look at some of the heroes. We have Rift Speakers. We have Oath Keepers. Some more Rift Speakers and Oath Keepers here. So it looks like we have 4 and 4 to start out the game. And this is an overview of the map. So on the bottom left, you've got your mini map. Down at the bottom, you got units. The hero screen with the I Collective is our hero. And you can see how much of the turn is left on the bottom right before you run out of movement. And here's a map overview of the starting area for this class, or faction if I would. Everything is icy. It's all snowy. Looks really cool actually. It's going to be a great start. So here's some of the units. We've got Stinging Rashath doing some attack there. And then Ferocious Rashath, which is the upgraded version. Then we have a Cultist doing a little kind of Ice Blades looking attack. We have Akashoth Rider. Looks like they have like 3 or 4 units of movement. That's pretty cool. Unspeakable Shoth. Same thing. 3 or 4 units of movement there. Unthinkable Shoth. Looks like the upgraded version. We have the Bewitcher, which is a ranged unit. And then we have Rift Arbitrator, another ranged unit. And then Bloated Arbitrator, the upgraded version to the other Arbitrator. And then Abyssal Overseer, kind of like a Lion, Hydra, Dragon looking thing. Abyssal Executor is the upgraded version. Let's look at some of the spells that we're going to be using. Summoning Rite, basically we can summon creatures on fallen creatures. You can't summon more than the stack that was originally there. We're going to use this on the Abyssal Executor, which is crazy that you can do that on your top tier units. We've got Abyssal Tendril, which is going to send out some pure damage to the enemy there. We have Gaze of the Abyss. It's going to add slow to initiative and speed. Reduces that by 1. Icy Spikes is like a rain of spikes on the enemy. We have Icy Breath, which is like a 1 unit or 1 range attack there. Black Ice Shard shoots all the way across the screen, just does pure damage. Handcuffs is going to make the target lose active abilities for 2 rounds. We have Hourglass, which the enemy's hero loses the ability until the end of the round. Basically blocks it. Flog Idle Mind, we're going to do a large amount of damage for each focus stack charge available. Fear the unit is just going to send them back across the map. Frozen Pages is going to prevent enemies from using their spell book, and you can't stack it. Then we've got Discord Storm, which is just a giant summon of damage. They lose their speed and initiative for 2 rounds. And then Will of the Abyss is going to allow this creature to immediately take additional actions after its first action. Moment of Insanity is going to cause the target to attack its own, basically self-attack on your own units. And there you go. That is Schism. That is the 6th and final faction being introduced to Heroes of Might and Magic, the Olden Era.